Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman, and you're tuned in to Post in the Diary. Welcome to Post in the Diary. And of course, as you may know, every day is a good day to get a delivery from the postman. And of course, we are in 2026, and welcome back to myself. Welcome back to you guys as the viewers at home. I hope you guys had a very great, interesting festive season. And now it's back to business, it's back to showbiz, and I am back with a bang. And just to kick off the return, I think it's best that I kick it off with a single review. I'm back again with a single review because I haven't done those in a long time. It's just consistently being albums, EPs, albums, EPs. Now I'm back with a single review. But I think this single review is quite, it's more of a commentary more than a review in itself because I think the song that I'm about to review is a song that is nice. Because I think one of the things that I try my best to actually do when I review something is actually tell you guys how it makes me feel more than anything. And the song that I'm about to review is, of course, a single that is by the North Mob. It's called Kemche. It features Trophy, Ori, Ori Black Maestro. Yeah, Ori Black Maestro or Ori Black Maestro. Also features Major IC, Carlo Picasso, as well as the big feature of the song, the talking point, the major talking point of the song, which is, of course, vocalistic. And I think the song in itself is very nice. It's a very messy type of song. It's very it's very unique in the sense that I was very critical of this type of sound, but the guys just did it differently. They did it differently and they did it in their own way. And this is actually one of my favorite songs. And actually, one of my favorite songs also from last year was Tatana Matata, which was a song that they also released. But of course, I felt as though they didn't really capitalize on the momentum that they were building. But I think now is the perfect time for them to actually go on even further from the momentum that they've now built with this song because it now features a big act such as Focalistic. So the best thing that they can do for themselves is now like peg onto the motion that Focalistic has going on. And I think the people who are most likely to benefit a lot more from that is your Trophy as well as Major IC. One, Trophy, he has some motion going on right now. And then when you look at your Major IC, he had some motion last year with the the freestyle that he did with the song, is it Sao or Laho? Yeah, he did a freestyle. He did his own rendition of that song, and it got a lot of love from the guys in hip hop, but also in music because even major league DJs were out there showing him love. Also, we had Casper Nyovest showing him love. We had Focalistic showing him love. So the guys were quite receptive to that song and to that freestyle rather. And yeah, it was just fire. But also, I feel like Ori Black Maestro is gonna have a very fantastic year in 2026 because he's also been bubbling under. The first time I came across him was, of course, in 2025, where the guys were telling me about him. Should check him out, and I did. I don't know much about Kali Picasso, but he's also someone that I am looking forward to seeing a bit more. Just focus a lot more on him as well. But I do think the song in itself makes sense. It's a very great song. It's a fire song. I love it so much, and I think it makes sense. And the vocalistic addition onto the song makes sense as well. And it kind of also allowed me to kind of give him some grace because in 2020 actually he was crowned as the hottest MC in South African hip hop, and yeah, there was a lot of black backlash even from myself because it was like, "Hey, bro, what's happening?" But this is actually one of the few times I've actually enjoyed a verse from Focalistic from a hip hop perspective. We have your 19 Tobets as yeah, yeah, yeah. We have your songs request that he's done, but I think this is the one where I'm actually like convinced because he didn't really shy away from his true identity. He brought the piano identity onto the song, which I thought was very, very dope. And like I said, the whole so and also I think the hook of the song is also a moment for me worth talking about because I think it's also one of the major talking points and one of the captivating moments throughout the song, the hook in itself. So I think the beat, the hook, the vocalistic verse, and the contributions, they make sense. They just play into each other so well. And I think Pitori in itself as a culture, they got South African hip hop on their backs. They carrying it. It's no debate. It's no question. And one thing that I actually want to say is that there's a huge gap between PTA and the rest of the other cities, be it Durban or provinces, if you like. I mean, PTA, I know it's not a province, but there's a huge gap between what they've got going on versus what everyone else in South African hip hop is doing. It's quite a divisive statement, but of course, when you actually look at it, the guys in PTA are always pulling up their weight, and everyone is consistently like tapping into whatever they got going on, and everyone is always receptive to whatever they got going on. So PTA is also gonna carry 2026, and we are of course gonna have some guys, trying to do their best, but PTA kind of has the title as the best city to, you know, carry South African hip hop. But I also would like for the guys to, carry on with this momentum, because this is a song that kind of like solidifies their base, but now we now want to see what they are gonna build henceforth, because we now want to see whether they're gonna, become a whole collective or move as a whole collective like we've seen with the Quellas, or are they gonna move as individuals, but they just come together as the North Mob from time to time and just create music. Because like what I also like from the song in itself is that it's not released as the North Mob. The North Mob is them, but from a DSP standpoint, from a logistical standpoint, everyone still benefits from a namesake perspective, in a sense that everyone is still credited the right way as individuals, and it's not just a young, you know, collective North Mob label that is, used upon everyone or on everyone. So I think that's what I actually like about this particular joint, and that's what I also liked about Tatana Matata. So I think this is a great follow up for Tatana Matata, but I would actually like for the guys as individuals to capitalize on this momentum and go on even further, be a bit more, just be a bit more violent, aggressive with the approach this time, because I think now people have their eyes on them. And I also like the fact that they didn't really fuck around with the hype that they had built with the song. They teased it for a couple of days, and then it was done. And then the video then came out at the same time or in the same week. So that's what I actually enjoy. Those are the things that I actually enjoy. I mean, I understand the whole point of a rollouts and stuff like that, but if you have some hype going on behind your song, the best thing you can do is just to like release it effectively. So yeah, the song Kemche, fire song, one of my favorite songs to come out of, if not my favorite song. I think this is my favorite song so far in 2026. But it's gonna be a very long year. It's gonna be a very interesting year. And that's it from me. Like I said, it's not really a review, but more of a commentary, more of a, it's just trying to revitalize the craft, trying to get in tune and just get in tune with the whole thing again, because I've been away from posting a diary room for a while, from a review perspective, from a commentary perspective also, if you like, and now making my return. Not that was dead or anything like that, but I'm just now making my return, and what better way than to do it in front of the sky, the nature, and fresh grass and so on and so forth. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for 1K subscribers. Let's do more in 2026. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy, Buffet too. And shout out to you guys for the love, the support, and just consistently, egging me on to drop the videos, drop the reviews, drop the interviews. We're gonna do more in 2026, but we take it each and every day. We take it each day as it comes. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But yeah, like this review actually didn't have any notes. It's just me, coming in to you guys, just giving you my thoughts from the top, from the dome. So it's a young freestyle. Who says commentators can't freestyle? Yeah, so it's a young freestyle, freesties, no rules, no regulations. It's just me doing what I love, doing whatever I want to do. So let me know how you feel about the song. Did you like the review? Did you hate the review? Do you agree with me? Yeah, and yeah. But like, yeah, one thing that I also want to say is that we're actually looking forward to seeing what the guys will do a lot more in 2026. So yeah, shout out to them, and may the great Lord bless them. And shout out to you guys for your continuous support and post in the diary room. Please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and most importantly, I will see you on the next one. My feet. I still haven't lost it, eh? I haven't lost it. It's a little thing, that thing, Mara. Like I said, one day at a time. Peace.